Yo, what's up YouTube? Team Primetime back with another video. Today I got you guys that requested branded synchro deck profile. Um, Sorry for the wait. Just been busy with holidays and stuff, and yeah. Anytime I don't get a video that's like requested out fast enough for you guys, a lot of the knowledge I got from this deck I just found on this YouTube videos online. So I mean, kind of take a while to get videos out, especially requested ones. So I mean, just don't wait on me. Go check out other videos because that's kind of where I got my information from. But I am happy to help you guys out when I can. Shoot. All right. So I got a few different combos I'm gonna show you for you guys. The first one is just any Bestial, but ideally Bestial, Rebellion, or Serenir, plus Guiding Quim. All right. So first thing you want to do is normal summon Quim, use her effect. You want to dump Albion Shrouded Dragon to the graveyard, and then you're going to use Rebellion effect to search for Bestial Serenir. Rebellion and Serenir are just the better ones you want to see. Serenir is going to banish Shrouded Dragon. Let's see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. That's better. And then you're going to take your Serenir and your Guiding Quim. You're going to synchro 10 into Bestial Dispatcher. So I don't play Branded Beast. In this 2-card combo, your inboard will be Erratic Seal, Beast, and Regain. I do not play the Continuous Trap. I'm going off my build. The trap's somewhere in my bulk, so I don't know where it's at. But here you can go Serenir effect. I don't have access to Beast, so I'm going to dump Retribution. Because you would dump Regain with Serenir, and then Rebellion would place the trap, so that way you can get Regain back during the end phase. But anyways, Dispatcher is going to summon your banished Shrouded Dragon, and then you're going to take Shrouded Dragon, tribute it off for Rebellion effect. You're going to place Branded Regained. I do play Lost in the main deck. You guys saw that. In this scenario, Regain's better, so you can summon back your Dispatcher. But then you're going to link both of these off for Erratic Seal. And that's going to be your inboard. Like I said, if you had Beast in your deck, you can have Beast and Regain, and you get more interruptions off that. But you guys see in my deck, it's kind of like half and half of Fusion and Synchro. That's just the version I like playing. And yeah. The next combo is one of my favorites. It requires a Bestial, Quim, and where's that? There's Cartesia. Alright, so same thing here. Normal summon Cartesia effect. Dump Shrouded Dragon. You could dump Fallen Albaz, but just in case I get hand trapped, he can be kind of an extender. Since Fallen Albaz is in the graveyard, I'm going to summon this for free. And then we'll go Rebellion effect. Search for Serenir again. Serenir is going to banish the Shrouded Dragon once again. Now here's the part where you kind of pay attention, because I've misplayed a lot doing this. Just something simple. You're going to take your Cartesia and your Serenir, and you're going to synchro both of those off into Dispatcher. Since the card left the extra deck, Quim is going to summon Cartesia back. But also, we're going to change Serenir to that to dump a card. So we'll dump the Retribution. And then Dispatcher is going to summon Shrouded Dragon. This counts a Fallen Albaz on field or grave, so you're going to fuse both of these together into Albion, the Branded Dragon. Albion effect, you're going to banish your Cartesia, and any light or dark will just banish the Serenir. And you are going to make Dragonel the Dust Dragon. We already have Rebellion in gray. We need it because it's very important. So we're going to dump Gimmick Puppet. If we did not have Gimmick Puppet, we would dump the Rebellion. So then Okay. Brain fog. We'll use the Rebellion, tribute off the Branded Dragon. And then we're going to use Rebellion effect. So I like playing Lost. You can use Regained. I'd probably use Regained in this situation. You know, I know this looks weird if you did play Lost. Some of my inboards were a little different because my hands were wonky and I also had to play through a bunch of interactions, but, you know, this is how it goes sometimes. This is kind of just like the simple straight ahead, you know, combo without any kind of hand trap play. But we'll place Regained. You're going to take these two and you're going to link in the seal. If you had a Bestial, you could summon it and use the Rebellion and the Bestial instead of Dissipator so you can keep it on field. But anyways, you'll take those two and you make seal. A lot of times I had an extra Light or Dark Engrave and a Bestial in hand, so instead of using Dissipator and Rebellion, I would use the Rebellion and the Bestial, and my inboard will look more like this, just to keep the Dissipator on the field, and I could place Branded Lost, so I wouldn't have to worry about wasting my Dissipator. But anyways, after all that, you're going to use Shrouded Dragon. This part's very important because you want Albaz specifically in grave. You're going to use Shrouded Dragon, dump the fallen Albaz in your graveyard for your Branded and red target. That'll go to the bottom of the deck. And then Albion, entering the end phase, will set Branded and red. During the start of your opponent's turn, you go Branded and red, target the Albaz, and you'll fuse him and Gragnol into Sanctifier, and then you could chain link one Regained, put back the Albaz, and you'll chain Sanctifier, targeting Puppet and Dissipator, or you could target Branded Dragon because you properly summoned it. So you can kind of do this, and if all else fails, it doesn't work, your opponent Bestials it or whatever, you still have Regain the draw, Regain the summon, Hermetic Seal to bounce, Quem the trigger. You after all of this, you know, you're trying to puppet lock your opponent, you still have other interruptions to stop them. Which one of the reasons why I like this deck is kind of just adds a little bit to the puppet lock. I feel like with the fusion variant, it's kind of like Mirror Jade and puppet lock at most, but you get a little more out of this deck. So I'll show you guys the 2-card combo, the 3-card combo. What else do I got? Let's see. Quem. Okay. So here's something. Because there's sometimes I would just have weird hands, and you just have to really think to figure it out. But here's something you can do with the Bestial Rebellion and the Cartesia, which is kind of funny, but you can end on some stuff with it. You'll go Rebellion effect. You're gonna search for the Bestial Oliver. He's kind of like Shrouded Dragon. He counts as Albaz on field or grave, so you're going to normal summon it. And since you have Fallen Albaz on field or grave, you can summon Cartesia for free. Then you use the effect to fuse both of these into Albion the Branded Dragon. And then Albion the Branded Dragon, you'll banish the Bestial Oliver, since it counts as Fallen Albaz, and the Rebellion, which is a level 6 or higher dragon. And you're going to make Titaniquad the Ash Dragon. You have 2 dragons, and you're not fusion locked. You're going to link both of these off into Hermetic Seal. And then during the end phase, Titaniquad is going to summon Quem. Quem effect, you're going to dump Fallen Albaz. And then Albion is going to set Branded Red, or you can set Branded Retribution because you have 2 fusions in your grave. And yeah, that's kind of going to be your inboard. You have like Quim to summon stuff. You have Brandon in red to do stuff. You have Hieratic Seal to bounce and summon Albaz from deck or a random dragon. And that's just off those 2 cards. You wouldn't get the same if you had Albaz and Cartesia. You kind of do need that extra level 6 or higher dragon. But it's kind of a cool 2-card combo. If you had the light supplementation dragon, the new light and darkness dragon support, the main deck cards, the light one plus Albaz gets you to the same inboard, which is kind of cool. You just get dragon locked, except you don't get to summon Quim, so it's kind of weird, but it's still cool. And that's kind of the gist of it. The deck's weird. This card's very good for searching. So if you have if you need access to Guiding Quim or Cartesia, and you have any extra Bystials in hand, this kind of helps search for it. So you always want to play this. It's very important. So after all the synchro combos, I want to go ahead and show you guys this fusion combo without branded fusion that I feel like some branded players, especially myself, just haven't used enough. And I wish I knew this, you know, back in YCS Raleigh. I feel like I could have done better knowing this, because, you know, branded fusion was just such a good card. But let's say Cartesia Quim and any dark monster is full gimmick puppet combo without resolving branded fusion. I wish I prioritized these cards more back then, but this is something I just want to share for people that don't know it. So you guys summon Quim, use her effect. Send Fallen Albaz or Shrouded Dragon, but here I'm going to send Albaz. Albaz is engraved, so we'll summon Cartesia. Cartesia, you're going to fuse with the dark monster in your hand. Light or dark monster, it can be either one. Fuse both of these. And here you're going to make Gragonol the Dust Dragon. Chainlink 1 Quim to summon Cartesia back. Chainlink 2 Gragonol to dump. Gragonol is going to dump Albion the Branded Dragon. And then during the end phase, Branded Dragon is going to set the Brandon red. Now during your opponent's turn, you can go Cartesia effect, fuse these 2. You're going to make another Gragonol. Gragonol effect, you're going to dump Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. And then you're going to go Branded in red. Target the Albaz. Banish these 2 for Sanctifier. And then Sanctifier is going to summon Puppet. And you can summon Cartesia or the Dark Monster or whatever. But yeah, that's something you can do. I've done it plenty of times now that I've done it. Because sometimes you don't have enough Bystials in hand, or you don't have enough cards to do the synchro combo, so you would do the fusion route. And that's why I play fusion deployment, because I know it locks you for the turn. And sometimes if you just look at your hand and be like, if I went the synchro combo route, I feel like it's not going to be enough, especially if I get hand trapped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Guiding Quim with fusion deployment or something, and then you just kind of just do that. You really just have to pick and choose sometimes in this deck, because I know there's restrictions. But I really enjoyed the deck. This is kind of how I played it. And there's so many different weird ways you can combo off. Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of the combos. I'm trying to think of one more combo I can show you guys just to kind of help. Let's see. This might take just a second. Let me think. So I mean, maybe hands like this, and you're like, okay. But like this card kind of saves you because you go here. High spirits reveal here. And I like to be safe and send Albion the branded dragon, and you can add Quim. And you already have Albaz engraved, so you can summon Cartesia for free. And then summon this. And you can dump this. And then you have like 1 or 2 Bystials, so you can still do stuff really. Like 1 Bystial will be fine. But you don't have access to Lubellion, so you have to put Lubellion in grave. And you're still not locked into anything, so if all else fails, you can do like a usual regular. You can still do your like fusion combo here to get to the puppet lock without the synchro summoning. So, but I mean, we'll still go here, banish this, these 2 into the Dispatter, and then Quim is gonna summon back the Cartesia. Dispatter, summon this, and you're going to fuse these 2 off. Into that one's a little bit of a toughie, but it's fine. Actually, it doesn't have to be a toughie. We can go here. So that way, because I can make another Albion, but that will be kind of a waste unless I get access to Regain to recycle it back. And then Gragonol, let's see. Gragonol dump this. And then you go Druid Worm, banishing. You can banish the Baldrake to summon this. And then this, tribute this. This can place. Regained. And you link both of those off. Just stuff like this. And maybe I'm misplaying. If you guys see something I'm doing wrong, you correct me in the comments. This deck does require a little bit of brain power. I mean, just hands like that, you can end on stuff like this. And in M phase, Albion's going to set Brandon in red. I don't think there's anything else. I kind of want to keep my Cartesia in the grave. And then your opponent's turn, you can go red, target Fallen Albaz. Fuse these 2. Make the Sanctifier. Regain effect would be Chainlink 1, Chain 2 Sanctifier. You can target the Druid Worm. I'm sorry. Chainlink 1, Regain, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 2 Quim, Chain 1, Chain 2, and then you chain Albion. You know, to summon out. I'm goofing again. I'm so sorry. So you can go like Chain 1, Chain 2, because we do not have Puppet. Summon this. And then Regain, we'll put this back and you'll draw a card. And then after all that, you can use these 2 to fuse. Make another Gragonol. Gragonol will dump the Puppet. Now you can do the Puppet lock, where you target Puppet. And, you know, whatever else you want to target, you can target the Druid Worm. And, yeah, it's just stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of this. Sometimes you open weird hands and you just really have to look at it and take the time to be like, what can I do with this? But that's kind of the gist of it. I hope this helped. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or whatever, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. And, yeah.